Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and this is a reading for the water signs for April 2021. I will go into general energies in the beginning. The cards are already out because I did this reading also in German. And then in the second part of the reading, I will pull some new cards for a relationship or a situationship, love interest situation. And I will do a you and the other person type of spread additionally to the general energies lying out here. And I will talk a little bit during the reading about Western astrology, what's going on astrologically speaking. In the end of the reading, I will also pull an animal spirit card for every sign. So one card for every sign for Pisces, Cancer, and for Scorpio. All right, let's smudge a little bit here and get started. Just cleaning out the old stuff and inviting the new. So yeah, we're still in Aries season. We have, of course, the spring equinox behind us, and it has been, I feel like, a nice gentle time when it comes to weather and change of seasons. Astrologically speaking, in April we do have a new moon in Aries, we have a full moon in Scorpio. The new moon in Aries is happening on the 12th, the full moon is happening on the 27th. There's a couple of squares that might bring up some tension around the 9th of April, around the 16th, 17th of April, and around the 25th of April. So that's the dates for the squares. And then we have also big things are Mercury moving into Aries on April 4th, and Venus also is in Aries. So there is definitely a lot of concentration when it comes to communication and love in Aries. And Aries is really about what do I want to bring forward. Also when the sun is there in combination, it's even stronger. So it's interesting, I think, how we communicate when it comes to partnerships and when to love, I would say to love with Venus, what we actually want. Also our ego comes into play, and with Mars in Gemini, there is also a very strong indication for communication, knowledge, learning, dialogue. So let's look at the cards, dear water signs. I like this for you, what came out here, because there is Ace of Cups and the Fool card in reverse that you bring into the month. So I think there is a door opening for you, and you saw a door opening for you when it comes to experiencing emotions on a different path or in a different way, stepping into a new path. I think the stepping into the new path is somehow a little bit of a problem with the Fool in reverse. There is this opportunity, I feel like, that presented itself, and when often we are confronted with those new opportunities, we might get into a feeling of not being ready, or not wanting to take the risk, or being afraid that we are naive or acting foolish. In this case, I think April can be a month where you really balance out these fears, these anxieties maybe, or the insecureness about it. With the Temperance card, it takes a little time to find the right amount of what you need in a situation, the right recipe, and to balance out the energies, and maybe even bring together and combine things that you think are not combinable, if that's a word. And that are easy to combine, that are not easy to combine, they are difficult to mix together. Temperance card in reverse, for me, often indicates that there is some sense of impatience, or just not getting it right, you know, where it's really about some sort of a very well thought out artistic type of way to put things together, And it's the art of healing, really, the temperance. It's the art of healing and to find the right solutions within yourself. And therefore it's an alchemical card because it's about really bringing things together that might not make sense together, but combining them to set something within yourself free. And I think this throughout April will be a big topic, or can be a big topic about your situation and in your situation. And I think in combination with the Seven of Cups, it can be very much also about getting your emotional priorities straight, I want to say. About like what is really the cup for you that is fulfilling. I think that what presented itself to you, because it's not familiar, it might seem like maybe you don't want to go into it, and because it seems like something new that you don't know, and therefore you're hesitant to go into it. But with the Seven of Cups in reverse, I think you're really letting go of all the illusions, you're really letting go of all the feelings of wanting to have all the options, or being blinded by all the options, or being a little in a foggy situation, confused situation by what you want to pick or what you want to do. So I think you're really letting go of that in April, and that is very good. There's a big chance for you to find the right mix, I always say, the right recipe. The Temperance card for me is really finding the right solution for your specific situation. And that involves time and patience and gentleness with yourself, and balancing out like what is the reality of things, what is manifested, and what is more like in my emotional realm, what's going on more like in my emotional world, and what's showing itself in reality, and how can I balance those two out and find the right scale to move forward, emotionally speaking. So maybe you're also dealing with Sagittarius. That could very well be. Let's look at a love situation. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, it's difficult. It seems like might get a little disillusioning through the month. Maybe also things come to the surface that you haven't seen that kind of way. I don't think there is secrets or anything, but maybe just like having an aha moment sort of thing. That's what I hear. Okay. So, oh wow, okay, you have the Justice card in reverse. This other person, a Tower. Wow. Okay, so it's a strong month here when it comes to connection. For you, there is the element of Justice in reverse, which means having a hard time making a decision, or having a hard time doing the right thing for yourself or for the situation. Maybe even feeling like you're being treated unfair. It can also be you treating somebody unfair. Could be. I see more like having a hard time judging the situation and balancing out your inner, because we have the Temperance in reverse here and the Justice in reverse, so it's 2 times difficulty with balancing out energies within yourself and getting clearness. And I think and with this 7 of Cups in reverse throughout the month, that's the topic, to really regain that clearness on a situation. And that might be a big challenge here in this connection. The Tower card in reverse, those people over there on the other side feel like everything is happening to them, I feel like, in a way. But I think that's also breaking open something within themselves with the Tower card. Which is helpful and is breaking away old patterns and old thinking that can be limiting. Although I don't see so much movement into your direction. I think they're like going through a really intense, kind of like shocking rebirth moment, and they're kind of watching it. In a way, they're paralyzed by that, because they're kind of watching break away things that don't work anymore for them, and it's paralyzing them, it seems like. Interesting. And I think there is a tax from your side, definitely. There is a tax from your side that makes them have these intense moments with themselves. And these attacks, I think, out of a feeling of feeling treated unfair, you might step into that same energy and project that and treat them unfairly as well, if that makes sense. No offense, you guys, I'm just reading the cards. Don't feel offended. It's okay, it's human, you know, we do those things. Our ego takes over and we do those things. Nobody's judging. And that's the point with the Justice card in reverse too. You might be really judgmental about a situation and therefore get very intense out of hurt. I see a lot of fighting energy, which would not be surprising with Mercury in Aries and Venus in Aries and Mars in Gemini. That's really not a surprise at all, that things can get heated and maybe loud and a little aggressive here, even though it doesn't have to be, of course. So now we have a Three of Wands. Well, okay. And the Star. That's good. I think what is important here to understand is that, and even though it might be a tough pill to swallow, that this is kind of what you attract now on your frequency. And I think you should be aware of that. It is a two-way street here. I don't see that there's one person like the awful person and the other person like the good person. I think it's a very I think there's a lot of reaction going on from both sides out of a hurt ego situation, which is, don't feel offended when I say that. It's just, it's very human, it's very normal, it's very okay. What is important is to become aware of that, you know, of when are you acting out of a hurt feeling that might be even much deeper than what the person did to you. But what is really interesting here is with the Three of Wands that I think you kind of like both are waiting for the situation somehow to resolve and trying to gain a vision of what's next. And the vision has hope in it here with the Star card. And with the Star is also about Aquarius, and we have a lot of sextiles here with Aquarius this season. And it's beneficial, you know, sextiles are a really beneficial energy. And we have a lot of that going on with Saturn, with Jupiter. So there's a lot of growth and expansion energy with those planets. And that can really manifest. I think there's passion here. I think both need to understand that this is now, this is an energy, a frequency that you attract and that is kind of like coming towards you. Where you want to go with that is something that you both are starting to create as a vision of the future. And I see that there is a chance that you can both create a vision of the future, especially if it's a thing that's going on for a while and it's not a new connection. I don't see this so much as a new connection. I see it though as you wanting a new chance in this connection, or you seeing a new way in this connection, but kind of like being unsure how to step into that. If it's a new person, then I think you both come from kind of like a broken place, to be honest. not as you're broken people, but you both probably recently went through some difficult shit, and therefore you attract each other right now. But there is hope in this. I think there is hope in this connection, and with the Three of Wands, there is definitely the possibility to create a vision forward together. What's also important with the Three of Wands is it's a lot about what I sent out and what comes back. And I think there's a strong mirroring here in this connection. What you sent out and is what you get back. So you can change the dynamics here really easily by trying to change your frequency, what you sent out, you know. And I know that's very difficult, but I think it has to do with showing vulnerability and showing what lies underneath all the hurt, and going a little deeper than just the ego response, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's that. Let's see what kind of animal spirit guides we have for you guys. We start with Pisces. I like this reading. It's interesting. It's very revealing. And yeah, finding healing in that. It's really about finding healing. Also in a situation when it comes to romance or a relationship. And it can also be, I see it can also be a relationship that doesn't have to be romantic. Okay, Pisces, Cobra, wow, strong. Let's see, I will read from the book. It's a fire card. I list my decks in the description box below, of course, for the people who are interested. Okay. If you're cross-watching, this can be also important for you. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. That's very, very profound. When in balance, a student of life, humble and wise. When out of balance, know-it-all, egocentric. To bring into balance, taking a class or study, which is really great energy with the, again, with the Mars in Gemini, because you have a lot of passion for learning right now. So Pisces, go into studying, maybe spiritually or whatever, you know, feels like can help your situation right now, or even take your mind off of things, you know, maybe that can be helpful and freeing. There is definitely people, I think, that can relate to that, especially if you have like strong, I wanted to say wrong Virgo placements, but I wanted to say strong. Okay, so Cancer. The hawk. Okay. Sorry that this takes a little. But good things take time. Where is it? Come on now. Come on now. Here. We got it. The hawk. watchful, all-seeing, and messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, sees clearly, intuitive. When out of balance, sees too much, suspicious. To bring into balance, perspective shift. All right, so that was Cancer, the hawk for you. And then we have Scorpio. Fox. Cute. It's such a cute deck. I love this deck. The Fox. Smart, strong partner or mate, wise teacher. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Fox energy helps us stay true to those most dear to us. When this card appears, reconnect to those you love. This could be really in a love situation, a thing that you reconnect after some sort of, fallout. So when this card appears, reconnect to those you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. When in balance, magical, ingenious teacher, monogamous. When out of balance, sneaky, unsure of their identity. To bring into balance, partnership and connection. Interesting. So for you, Scorpio, this is really about partnership a lot. Well, that's it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope this was helpful for you and you can work with whatever resonates with you. And please check out the description box for personal readings and for more information. I do take personal readings right now, but sometimes I'm overbooked, so I get back to you and let you know when the next one is possible, since I also do this in German and have a German channel. Follow that channel as well if you're a German speaker, and if you need more information, I'm sure you can find it in the description box. If not, then leave a comment. Leave a comment anyway, help me to gain more reach in the algorithm here on YouTube, because there's a lot of people out there who read the tarot, and I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I'm really trying to reach people with my readings. So I hope I hope I see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you can work with this, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.